In our country, man is no longer valued. Man is worthless now.
Well, yes, I know what you're talking about. In the book of Acts, there's a scene described where Paul and Silas, they came to a city to preach the gospel, and they were caught and thrown in prison. If I were with them, I would have started whining right away. Like, oh my gosh, Lord, I'm fighting for you. That would have been my prayer. I'm fighting for you. I came to this city. Why am I in prison? Why? How can I preach the gospel from here? And so on, you know? But the story goes that they just sang. Night had already fallen. They were put in the inner courtyard, you know. They were chained up, and they just sat there and sang, shouting songs for the whole prison to hear, praising the Lord. It says that the whole prison was listening. And at some point, an earthquake happened. And all the doors in the prison flew open. And a guard was nearby. And he suddenly woke up, looked, and saw all the doors were open. He thought that everyone had escaped, and because of that, he knew he'd be severely punished. So he wanted to kill himself. And Paul says to him, like, don't do yourself any harm. We're all here. The guard was just stunned. And he fell right there before Paul and Silas. And he brought them to his home and was baptized. He accepted baptism, and he and his whole family were saved. That's the principle. In a bad situation, you can be in prison. You can just sit there and whine. If they had sat there and whined, complaining about the politicians, about this and that, then they never would have been able to win. But instead, they saved the very man who was guarding them.